Good morning, the great Indians. As we are studying the unit first of biology reproduction. In a previous video, we studied the female reproductive system as well as spermatogenesis. Today, we are going to study the structure of mammary gland and how it functions. So, what is mammary gland? Mammary gland is nothing but a gland which secretes the milk to feed young ones. Clear your concept. What is mammary gland and what is mammals? Mammals have you already studied in class 11th different types of phylum. As per the phylum, we know the characteristics of the animals. So human beings are classified under the mammals. Mammals have the certain specific characteristics, diagnostic features. They have the mammary gland, the gland which secretes the milk to feed the young ones. Means mammals are giving directly birth to the young ones and they are taking care of the young ones. So mammary gland, we must know the structure of mammary gland. Human beings are mammals and the pair of mammary glands present in the females which are very active. Once the female child attains the maturity, the gland starts developing. Each mammary gland consists of a glandular tissue and a fat tissues. Glandular tissues of each breast divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Okay, now you just have the look on this picture. These are the different types of lobes which helps in this is different types of lobes which helps in a secretion of the milk, and these are the duct which pour this into this collecting duct, and then through this collecting duct through the nipple the milk is given or sucked by the young ones. Now you just have the look on this. Mammary lobes contain the cluster of cells called alveoli. The cells of alveoli secrete the milk and stored in the lumen of the alveoli. Alveoli open into the mammary tubules, and the tubules of each lobe join a form of mammary duct, and several mammary ducts join to form a wider mammary ampulla. And the mammary ampulla connected to the lactiferous ducts, yes, milk duct that opens at nipple, and through this milk is sucked out by the baby. Now we are going to study the section of a ovary. This also we are going to perform in the lab. With the help of permanent slides, we will study how the development of the ova takes place in the ovary. Now you are able to see on the screen, this is the primary follicles. You are able to see, this is the primary, these are the primary follicles. See, from this the development takes place till they mature here. First, second, third, fourth, like this the development takes place of a primary follicles. This follicles formed, and these are the primary follicles. Then the development oocyte, then secondary follicles. This then develop into this follicles are ruptured, and this developing corpus luteum help. This is the corpus luteum. Corpus luteum helps in a secretion of hormones. Okay, and then ovarian. These are the ligament. Then depending on the corpus luteum, this ovary. These are the structure of the ovary, which releases the ova. Now you are able to see the structure in detail. Sometimes the question may be asked, draw the transverse section of a TS of ovary. So you just remember primary follicle, secondary follicle, the Graafian follicles. Okay. Corpus luteum, primary follicles, early primary follicles, primordial follicles, corpus luteum, corpus albicans, corpus luteum, which helps in again synthesizing of a hormone, and then rupturing of a follicle to release the ova once the ova is matured, and this ova is then captured with the fimbriae of the part of a fallopian tube or a oviduct. Now see, the secondary follicle transferred into a tertiary follicle characterized by a fluid filled cavity called antrum. As one of the oocyte mature, the ovarian follicles develop into a Graafian follicle. The wall of the Graafian follicle is made up of with the outer fibrous theca externala and inner vascular theca interna. Inner of the theca interna, 10 to 15 layers of follicle cells forms the membrane granulosa. You just see the diagram of this structure. Okay, now as we study the spermatogenesis, we will have a look on the oogenesis. See the major difference between male spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Spermatogenesis, formation of a sperm. Oogenesis, formation of a ova. The process of formation of a haploid female gamete is ovum. In the follicles, ovary is called oogenesis. Oogenesis starts during the embryonic stage, and the germinal epithelium of the ovary divided mitotically to produce the millions of a gamete mother cell or oogonia. No oogonia formed or added after the birth. Now see the structure, the development of a oogonia. Oogonia, through the mitosis, they produce the oogonia. Then cell growth takes place, primary oocytes are formed, after then meiosis first, means reduction division, and then secondary oocyte and first polar bodies are formed, ovum and then second polar bodies. So in a male, millions of the sperms are produced, but in a female, only one ova is produced within 28 days, and rest will be degenerate. Oogonia enters into meiosis first, and it proceeds prophase 1 and gets suspended and forms primary oocyte. During the puberty, the primary oocyte restarts its first meiotic division. You already know mitosis and meiosis, major difference between mitosis and meiosis. Oogenesis takes place by the 3 stages as follows. Multiplication stage, the ovaries lined up by the germinal epithelium, and these cells undergo mitotic cell division to form a large number of diploid oogonia as well as the follicle cell. Then second, there are 2 substages. First, second one is the growth phase. One of the diploid oogonia undergoes the growth, increasing in cytoplasm and accumulation of the yolk. This enlarged oogonia is called primary oocyte. Maturation phase. A fully grown primary oocyte undergoes first meiotic division, results in a formation of 2 unequal size haploid cells, and the large secondary oocyte, a small sterile polar bodies or polocyte is formed, and out of this one is degenerated. The first polar body also undergoes equal division and produces the 2 cells. So children, remember this formation and the development of the ova. Thus, during oogenesis, 4 cells are produced. Among them, 1 is functional and 3 is non-functional, or polar bodies, they degenerate. Now, coming to the menstrual cycle. Reproductive cycle of a female primates is called menstruation cycle. We already studied seasonal breeder and continuous breeder. So, menstruation cycle begins only in the mammals. The menstruation cycle begins when a female reaches the age of puberty. The first menstruation begins at the puberty is called menarche. Menarche means beginning of the menstruation cycle. During the menstrual cycle, the uterus endometrium, we already studied the 3 layers, endometrium, myometrium and perimetrium. So endometrium prepares itself for the implantation of a fertilized egg. Means inner wall of the uterus starts developing and prepare itself to receive the fertilized egg. And where does fertilization takes place? Fertilization takes place in the oviduct or fallopian tube. If as the ova is produced in the ovary, simultaneously uterus also prepare itself for the receiving the egg. If fertilization does not take place, the uterus lining is shed from the body. This is known as menstruation. Menstrual cycle repeated at an average interval of 28 days. Basically, this cycle is about 28 days. One ova is released in the middle, usually 14th day of each menstruation cycle. Now, menstruation cycle has following the phase. The cycle can be divided into 4 phases: menstruation phase, follicular phase, ovulatory phase, and luteal phase. Remember, all this is very systematically because now you are in a 12th class. So, you have to remember each cyclical changes. First one, menstruation phase; second, follicular; third, ovulatory; and fourth, luteal. So, menstruation phase is the bleeding phase. Follicular phase before the egg is released, and the third one, ovulatory, egg is released, and luteal after release of the egg. These are the cyclical changes takes place during the menstruation cycle and the development of a ova. Now, menstruation phase, that is the bleeding phase. It is the first phase of the menstruation cycle, lasts for 3 to 5 days. Breakdown of endometrial linings and blood vessels occurs. It leads to a bleeding comes out through the vagina. It occurs only when ova release and fertilization does not take place. Lack of menstruation is the indication of the pregnancy. Follicular phase, menstruation phase followed by the follicular phase. During this phase, the pituitary gland increases the production of a follicle stimulating hormone, that is FSH, and this hormone stimulates the growth of primary follicle and to become Graafian follicle. The levels of SHS, follicular stimulatory hormone, decreases, and the Graafian follicles begin to secrete estrogen. Level of estrogen increases. This helps in a regeneration and proliferation of a uterine endometrium. It lasts for 5 to 13 days. Ovulatory phase. Usually this phase occurs at the 14th day. It means ova is mature and released from the ovary. This phase begins with the luteinizing hormone, that is LH. The level of FSH increases to a lesser extent, and LH stimulates enzymes in the Graafian follicles to follicle rupture and release the egg, that is releasing of egg process is termed as ovulation. The egg travels into the fallopian tube ready for fertilization, and the egg can survive for 12 to 24 hours after ovulation. Once it is after the 14 days, ova is formed, and then it is sent to the fallopian tube, and in fallopian tube it survives for 12 to 24 hours. The ovulatory phase usually lasts 16 to 32 hours and ends when the egg is released. Luteal phase. Luteal phase, this phase begins after ovulation. Ruptured Graafian follicles transform into corpus luteum, and it produces a large amount of progesterone. Graafian follicles, the role of Graafian follicles to produce the hormone, that is progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone, these are the female sex hormones. LH and FSH levels falls back to the low and steady levels. So children, remember this and draw the diagram. Whatever the slides I have shown, the same thing you just copy down in your classwork copy. No need to worry about the NCERT book or the things which you are not getting at present. So with the help of video, just prepare the notes. Thank you very much.